Welcome to our video. Today we will meet individuals with unique appearances who possess an iron will that makes the entire world bow in admiration. These are not just unusual medical stories. They are profound lessons in self-esteem and the resilience of life. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to support me. Whose resilience impressed you the most? Leave a comment below so we can discuss it right now. Living in misunderstanding. Deepak Paswan was born in a poor rural area of India with the extra body parts of a parasitic twin attached to his chest. Instead of receiving proper medical care, the young boy was caught between two extremes. On one side was stigma and alienation, while on the other was excessive worship from the villagers. A child's life became burdensome when every step was exhausting because the body had to nourish additional, non-functional tissues. A life-changing major surgery. The turning point came in 2010 when Deepak's story touched the hearts of doctors at Fortis Hospital, Bangalore. They decided to fully sponsor the complex surgery to remove the parasitic twin. This was a mental battle for the doctors to ensure the safety of Deepak's vital internal organs. The successful surgery helped the boy shed his burden both literally and figuratively. A new future opened up when Deepak recovered and was able to run and play like any other child for the first time. He was no longer a discussed phenomenon, but returned to truly being a healthy, vibrant young boy. That journey shows that modern medicine can change fates and give back a normal life to people. In your opinion, what is the greatest miracle of medicine? Please share your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. In the world of extraordinary medical stories, the name Lakshmi Tatma from India is always mentioned as a symbol of hope and powerful rebirth. Born in a small village in Bihar, State Lakshmi caused a sensation when she was born with a condition known as parasitic twins ischiopagus. She had 4 arms and 4 legs due to an underdeveloped twin attached at the pelvis. The girl was named after Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and beauty, who is traditionally depicted with 4 arms. This coincidence led local villagers to believe she was a reincarnated deity. However, behind that veneration lay a harsh medical reality. Lakshmi's tiny body endured extreme pressure from the extra limbs, directly threatening her ability to walk and her life expectancy. The turning point came in 2007 when a team of over 30 top doctors performed a historic 27-hour surgery. This was an extreme challenge, as specialists had to separate the circulatory and nervous systems and reconstruct the complex pelvic structure. The surgery was not only a scientific achievement, but also a miracle for the little girl's family. Moving away from the media spotlight, Lakshmi Tatma has now become a healthy young woman. After years of physical therapy and regular checkups, she can walk, run, and go to school like any of her peers. Her journey is not just a story about a rare deformity, but also a testament to human resilience and medical progress. In your opinion, what is the most important factor in giving special children a complete future? Please share your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. Lizzie Velasquez was born with a rare syndrome that prevents her body from storing fat, and her weight has never exceeded 29 kilograms. Tragedy struck when at age 17 she accidentally discovered a YouTube video labeling her the world's ugliest woman. Beneath it were thousands of cruel comments advising her to end her life. Instead of breaking down, Lizzie made a historic decision. She started her own YouTube channel to respond with kindness. She used the very forum that once bullied her to become a global speaker, sharing messages of self-esteem and confidence. Lizzie proved that appearance cannot define a person's value. Her speaking videos have attracted millions of views, inspiring those who are suffering from cyberbullying. She turned the world's malice into fuel to light her journey against bullying, affirming that inner strength is what creates eternal beauty. True beauty in a person never lies in physical appearance or harsh societal standards. Instead, it sprouts from inner confidence and compassion. Do not let the negative comments or prejudices of the world define your value. It is the way you rise after being hurt, turning pain into the strength to protect the vulnerable, that creates the most brilliant and enduring crown. Always believe that the voice of kindness possesses enough power to dispel all the darkness of stigma and cyberbullying. Zion Clark is an icon of the warrior spirit. Born with caudal regression syndrome, which left him with no lower body, Zion had to grow up in foster care and face harsh discrimination. However, instead of accepting his fate, he chose sports as his escape. With his hands and powerful upper body muscles, Zion stunned the world by becoming a professional wrestler and track athlete. He currently holds the Guinness World Record for the fastest manual run on hands. Videos of Zion on social media always leave a powerful impression due to his intense training regimen and the radiant smile on his face. He does not want the world's pity. He wants to be recognized through records and sweat. Zion has taught us that limits are merely a concept in the mind. When the will is strong enough, an incomplete body can still create extraordinary miracles. Harsh circumstances may determine your starting point, but they absolutely never have the right to limit your destination. Do not focus on what you lack or the flaws that fate has dealt you. Instead, sharpen what you do possess until it becomes your sharpest weapon. When the will is strong enough and the passion burns bright enough, every physical barrier is merely a challenge to affirm your own bravery. Live like a warrior, using effort as a springboard to reach the heights that others once deemed impossible. Nick Vujicic was born without arms or legs due to tetra amelia syndrome. There was a time when he was so desperate that he wanted to give up as a young boy, but Nick found the light when he realized, if you can't get a miracle, become one. He learned to master his life using his only small foot, from riding and swimming to surfing. Nick's charisma on YouTube stems from his extraordinary optimism and honesty. He has traveled to over 60 countries to speak about gratitude and life's purpose. His lectures are not just empty words, but a vivid demonstration that happiness does not come from physical completeness, but from inner peace. Nick has helped millions rediscover their faith in life, reminding us that the greatest failure is not falling down, but refusing to get back up. Nick Vujicic is a powerful reminder that happiness does not come from having all your limbs or material possessions, but from finding meaning in your existence. If you are preoccupied with waiting for a miracle from fate that never seems to arrive, try becoming a miracle for someone else yourself. The greatest failure in life is not when you fall, but when you refuse to get up and surrender to fear. Learn to cherish every breath, because when you use love to warm the souls of those around you, your life will shine brighter than ever before. Hunter Steinitz suffers from harlequin ichthyosis, a genetic condition that causes her skin to grow too fast, forming thick, dry, scaly patches. Instead of hiding from scrutiny, Hunter bravely appears in public as a health educator. She shares details of her rigorous skincare routine that lasts many hours each day, from special baths to constant moisturizing to keep her skin from cracking. Hunter's straightforward and scientific approach has completely changed the audience's perspective. Instead of hesitation, viewers feel a sense of admiration for a brave warrior. She uses her difference to dispel prejudices and fears born from ignorance. Hunter proves that knowledge is the most enduring bridge, helping us see through the pain of others with empathy instead of stigma. Knowledge is the only light that can sweep away the darkness of prejudice and stigma born from ignorance. When we open our hearts to understand the pain and differences of others through scientific and humanistic perspectives, the walls of separation will naturally crumble. Always remember that behind every unique appearance is a soul fighting resiliently every day. Understanding not only helps others integrate, but also enriches our own souls, helping to build a kind, tolerant, and compassionate community. Sultan Kosen holds the record for the world's tallest man with a height of 2.51 meters. This height is the result of a pituitary tumor, which brought him many difficulties in daily life, from finding clothes that fit to moving through a world designed for average-sized people. However, behind that giant stature is an incredibly gentle and humble soul. Sultan always appears with a friendly attitude, ready to share his unique experiences. On video platforms, Sultan often appears in light-hearted comparison photos standing next to ordinary objects or people. These videos are not intended to ridicule but to emphasize the diversity of humanity. Sultan uses his fame to connect people, conveying messages of self-acceptance and kindness. He reminds us that whether big or small, every individual is an important piece that creates the richness of this world. Diversity is the unique brushstroke that creates a vibrant and multicolored world. No matter your stature, whether large or small, you are an important piece of the puzzle and deserve to be treated with absolute respect. Never view differences as barriers. Instead, see them as opportunities for us to learn to accept and cherish unique things. The beauty of humanity lies in the richness of individuals, where every heart shares the same desire to belong and to be recognized for the true value of their inner character. Muniba Mazari was once a young girl with simple dreams until a catastrophic car accident at the age of 21 left her completely paralyzed in her legs and cost her the ability to become a mother. During her darkest days in a hospital bed as loved ones left her and physical pain closed, Muniba chose to pick up a paintbrush instead of giving up. She began to paint to release her pain, turning splashes of color into the voice of her soul and finding a new life in a wheelchair. Today, Muniba is a talented artist, a UN Goodwill Ambassador, and a renowned inspirational speaker. On YouTube, videos of her consistently attract millions of views thanks to her calm demeanor and radiant smile. She teaches her audience that true freedom does not lie in legs that can walk, but in a mind unchained by fear. Muniba has turned her scars into symbols of strength, proving that adversity is merely an opportunity for us to be reborn even more brilliantly. Happiness is not a life without scars, but the way we turn those wounds into medals of courage. Never let adversity or the abandonment of others define your worth. When one door closes, it is an opportunity for you to discover hidden strengths you never knew you had. Learn to love yourself, even when your body is no longer whole, because a strong and compassionate soul will always find a way to shine and warm this world. Jessica Cox was born without arms due to a rare congenital defect. To many, this would seem like a permanent barrier, but for Jessica, it was the beginning of a journey to conquer the unimaginable. Instead of using prosthetic arms, she trained her feet to become incredibly dexterous. Jessica can drive, write, play the piano, and even earned a black belt in Taekwondo using only her feet. The pinnacle of her career was receiving her pilot's license, becoming the first woman in history to fly an airplane using only her feet. Jessica's videos on social media are always deeply educational, showing how she overcomes daily physical barriers with immense resilience. She never says, "I can't." Instead, she always asks, "How can I do it?" Jessica has proven to the world that the only limits we have are the ones we place upon ourselves in our own minds. Physical deficiency is never a barrier to reaching the stars unless you allow it to be. Never use the phrase, "I can't," to justify stopping, because each of us possesses infinite potential, waiting to be awakened by perseverance and courage. Learn to utilize every resource you have, no matter how small, to write your own story. Success is not for those who are perfect. It is for those who never give up on their aspiration to rise. Claudio was born in Brazil with an unusual body. His legs were folded, his arms were withered, and most notably his neck was completely folded backward, causing the top of his head to touch his back. Right when he was born, doctors advised his family not to have much hope, as they believed he could not survive for more than a few weeks. However, his mother did not give up. She raised him and taught him that he could do everything like a normal person. But Claudio not only survived but also learned to read and write with his mouth, and graduated from university with a degree in accounting. He trained himself in daily living skills independently and became a world-renowned motivational speaker. Claudio always says that he does not see himself as different. He simply looks at the world from a different perspective, a perspective that is always full of hope and finds beauty in every challenge that life brings. Claudio's life is a testament to extraordinary adaptation, affirming that the greatest disability lies in a pessimistic mind rather than the body. He inspires millions regarding courage and how to find happiness in adversity. Do you agree that positive thinking is the key to overcoming all limits? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you find this meaningful, don't forget to press like, share, and give us a subscribe to continue supporting the channel in spreading these humanistic values. Turia Pitt was a talented model and engineer until a catastrophic bushfire in 2011 left her with burns over 65% of her body. Turia lost 7 fingers and had to undergo more than 200 painful surgeries to reconstruct her face. From a beautiful young woman, Turia had to face a completely different appearance, along with persistent pain. However, instead of hiding away, Turia became a global icon of the power of recovery. She went on to complete some of the most grueling Ironman competitions and shared her journey on YouTube with an incredible spirit of optimism. Her videos do not focus on the pain, but rather emphasize the training process and gratitude for life. Turia teaches us that while appearance can change human essence and the will to rise are things no fire can ever consume. She uses her story to encourage everyone to cherish every moment of being alive and to never let outward appearance define who they are. The inner strength of a human being is like gold. Only by passing through the red flames does it reveal its brilliance and true value. Do not let external events or traumas dim the light in your heart, for while appearances may fade, a warrior's spirit is eternal. Learn to cherish life and the companions by your side during your most difficult times. When you learn to love your own scars, you will realize that nothing in this world can subdue a will that longs for rebirth. Winnie Harlow has had vitiligo since the age of 4, a condition that causes patchy white spots on her skin. Winnie's childhood was a series of days being ridiculed by peers as a cow or zebra, leading to severe emotional trauma. However, instead of hiding her distinct patches, Winnie decided to turn them into a unique hallmark and stepped into the world of high fashion. Her appearance on international catwalks has created a wave of change in the perception of beauty. Winnie is not just a supermodel, but also an active advocate using her voice to protect those with unconventional appearances. Her videos are deeply educational, helping the audience understand that vitiligo is not a flaw, but a unique brushstroke of nature. Winnie proves that self-confidence and self-acceptance are the keys to breaking all traditional aesthetic standards. True beauty does not lie in perfection or uniformity. It lies in the courage to be yourself in a world that constantly tries to force you into pre-existing molds. Never let the differences in your body become a source of self-doubt. Instead, turn them into your own identity and pride. When you learn to love and cherish your uniqueness, the world will begin to look at you with admiration rather than judgment. Your difference is your strength. Use it to shine and change social prejudices. Madeline Stuart is the world's first professional model with Down syndrome. Despite facing prejudices about the abilities of people with disabilities, Madeline and her family worked tirelessly to achieve her runway dreams. She trained persistently in sports, improved her health, and persevered through casting calls until she secured professional contracts at prestigious fashion weeks such as New York Fashion Week. On YouTube, Madeline shares energetic behind-the-scenes footage and a daily life filled with laughter. She proves that people with Down syndrome are fully capable of having successful careers and contributing valuable assets to society. Madeline's story is not just about fashion. It is about the right to inclusion and the respect due to those with special needs. She has become a source of inspiration, helping thousands of families believe that every child deserves the opportunity to pursue their passion. Every dream deserves to be cherished and protected regardless of our starting point or biological limitations. Never let society set limits on your potential, because passion and persistent effort can open doors that others once deemed unrealistic. Live with all your enthusiasm and self-belief, for when you dare to commit and never stop striving, you not only fulfill your own dreams, but also become a lighthouse guiding countless others who are searching for hope. These journeys prove that true strength lies in the will, not the physical body. Education begins when knowledge erases prejudice, helping us respect differences instead of judging appearances. A humane community is a place where every individual is understood and given the opportunity to shine in their own way. Look at their resilience to see that every person is a precious and cherished being. The greatest disability of a human being does not lie in their physical form, but in a will that easily surrenders. If you find this video meaningful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next inspiring journeys. Please leave a comment about the topic you'd like me to cover next. Thank you, and see you again.